Okay, we are back. This time we got a new artist up on the channel. Ren. I have never heard of Ren in my entire life, but last stream, Ivy shouts out Ivy was mentioning this dude Ren. And I checked out one of his songs, What You Want. What was it called? I forget what it was called. It was like What You Want. And it was like the Beastie Boys, Intergalactic. It reminded me of that a lot, like a lot. And it was really fucking cool. It was really fucking cool. So I said, you know what, man, I'll check it out on YouTube, check out some of his stuff. And if people want to see me react to more stuff, I'll definitely do it. If not, I can check it out in my free time. But I'm interested, man. I want to see what this guy can cook. Apparently, he can do like punk and rock and other genres as well. So no idea what to expect. I see another video, another reactor reacting to this song. It says it has them in tears. Am I going to be crying? I don't want to cry. I want to vibe to the raps. Guys, is this the right one to react to? I want the raps. I don't know if I'm in the mood for depression right now. Oh, strong plucking. What the? The flavor. Ooh. Kind of feels like a Dr. Seuss movie song so far. Oh, I like that.
Hi there, Ran. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ran, on your pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me.
Okay, so this is gonna be one of those songs that's like, it dives into his psyche. But he's arguing with voices in his head. Is this... I'm confused. It's 9 minutes too. Let's get into the story, man.
You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately.
I'm so lost. Are these fans' perspectives?
I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this.
Wait, guys, I'm sorry, but this personality, this like more crazy personality, reminds me of Eminem. It just really reminds me of Eminem's like his evil personality, like his... Not Slim Shady, because it's Slim Shady that does the voice. You know what I mean?
Ren, you sound more insane.
Like, I'ma kill you.
Think that those doctors are really there to guide you. Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect to always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program. Rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate. This time is different, man. Trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one. So you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Where are your Grammys, Ren? Nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never...
Listen, you can do it all without a Drake feature. If Mac Miller can do it, you can do it, buddy. You got it. You don't need an Oprah interview. You don't need a Drake feature. You got this, man. So far, I'm not too big on this song specifically. It's definitely more of a storytelling song. And the guitar playing is dope. I can't lie, the guitar playing is dope, and his delivery has a lot of emotion in his delivery. But at the end of the day, I don't know if I'm in the correct mood for this type of song right now. Unless things switch up and like get like really fucking like, you know, like hip hoppy, rappy, because that's what I was really loving in the one song I heard from him, the fucking intergalactic style. It was just, I've never seen anyone recreate the Beastie Boys style so well done. You know what I mean? It was just so well made.
Music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Wow, your Grammys ran nowhere.
Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics, or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me, that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in.
Man, you sound so pretentious. Ran, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna?
Oh, hold on! The internal rhymes here are nuts, dude. The fucking multi-syllabics. What the fuck? Those are nice. That's a nice bar, dude. But what did he say? His music's so self-centered. It's crazy that voice in his head is like thinking like that's a bad thing. It's like, of course your music's gonna be self-centered. You're the artist. This music's coming from your heart, your brain, your emotions. Of course, the music's by default going to be technically self-centered, but that doesn't mean that other people can't relate to it. That's where you find relatable things, is in the normal human things, the normal human experience. There's so many relatable aspects in our life that we might not even realize too. Like, I don't know, that voice that's being evil in his head, he can fuck off, dude. That guy can fuck off, dude.
And for me, that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in.
Man,
that was
you sound
hard too.
Pretentious. Ran, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself.
That's funny.
You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal? Next Jimi Hendrix, forget it.
Man, it's not like that.
Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat.
No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong.
Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with his subconscious. Eminem did it.
Played on guitar.
Plan B did it.
Man, you're not original, you're criminal.
Wait, Plan B did that? Wait, what Plan B?
Played on guitar.
Plan B did it.
Plan B? What's the group I'm thinking of? Is that their name? Plan B? Wait, isn't Plan B also like the pill? Am I just making this connection in my brain now? I'm thinking Blink 182, Plan B. Oh, I'm thinking of Simple Plan. Yeah, what's Plan B? I don't know Plan B. I'm thinking of Simple Plan. Plan B. I know the pill, but I guess there's a group called that as well. I like that he broke the fourth wall and you know, because Eminem didn't do the thing, and it's fine. There's nothing wrong with recreating stuff. Like, nothing's 100% original. So I like that he's doing that. That's cool. Acknowledging it.
Eminem did it.
Played on guitar.
Plan B did it.
Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material.
Ren, mate, we've heard it all before.
She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make...
Wait, guys, it's kind of crazy because he's doing a mocking voice, but he was doing a mocking voice while also doing another mocking voice on top of it. That's like mockception. That's actually nuts. Mocking, and then mocking on top of mocking.
We've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves, and I'll shake up the whole world beneath us.
That's right,
Tell
speak your truth, your fucking god complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually hear you say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren.
Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren.
I'ma fucking kill you.
Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if
Eminem.
you die. Yeah, I call the shots, and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you.
Wait. I like that. Wait, what's he doing
I'ma
here?
fucking kill you, Ren.
Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren.
I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots, and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside.
Newsflash. I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason. Beheading all kings. I am sin with no rhyme or reason. Son of
Guys, I'm not liking this. I'm not liking this part. I'm not liking this part. It kind of reminds me of the guy, what's his name? CD the Dawn. He was like a TikTok guy that would go into public. I think he was British, or he would do a British accent, and he would DC the Dawn or something like that. He wasn't super famous, but he'd go into public and he would just do like a monologue from old English medieval times, just a random monologue from medieval times, and he was like a jester. But it kind of reminds me of this guy, what he's doing here, because I mean, the accent, yes, but even the voice he's doing, the mocking voice, is so similar to it, and the stuff he's talking about, the dawn of creation, the snake of Eden, it's like, it's reminding me of that TikTok guy, and it's just like, that guy, he only got popular because his content's cringe. That's all he does, is go in public and yell fucking random monologues of things that are like schizo shit. So it really reminds me of this a lot, this part here.
I am temptation.
I don't like
I am the
that.
snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading or king.
Reason
I am
for
sin,
treason.
with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer,
Hold up.
Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistophelies, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender when standing in front of my solar eclipse. My name is stitched to your lips, so you see I won't bow.
His guitar playing is crazy.
People are normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of end. I am you, you are me, I am you, friend.
Dude, the guitar's so dramatic. I love it. I never heard an acoustic so dramatic. Where are we at now?
I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill.
Who is
Just as
this?
sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many
bars.
names also. Some people know me as Hope.
It's hopeful side of him.
That you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So cower the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs. That I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that me to be strong.
I haven't heard him sing
When
yet.
I will rise in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a climate different side.
I want to hear more, sing more. He has there's a good tone in there, but I want to hear. We might just hear it. The Tenacious D kind of vibes. I love that the guitar progression. I love it. I love it. The guitar leading, it's so great. And the oohs are always really cool.
When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare, but there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast.
Okay, but
It was never really
Huh?
a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became,
oh, it's a constant
the
battle.
more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled.
So I got older, and I learned to relax, and I learned
Smoke
to
some
soften,
weed.
and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons.
But the dance he's talking about is with mental illness, right? Is that the dance he's talking about? It's like the dance, you don't win or lose it. It's just an eternal dance that you always do for the rest of your life. And that does sound like when you have to deal with mental illness. Yes, there's medication that could help, but at the end of the day, you're still going to be dealing with it. You know what I mean? There's nothing that erases mental illness. Not that I know of. I don't think that exists. You just have things that medicate and help you deal with it. But what's he saying?
That separates human beings.
If you have this battle, that means you're an angel, demon, or a god. You're not a human being. Am I misconstruing this? The dance got easier.
This eternal dance that separates human beings from
Oh,
angels,
that's why we are human beings.
from gods.
Because we do that dance.
And I must not forget, we must not forget that we are human beings.
We're meant to be doing this dance. Interesting. I mean, and that just kind of just reminds me of the fact that life is just so fucking random. Life is so random. Some of the best people you know can die young. Some of the worst people you know could like live long lives and live fucking with success and all. Like, there's no discrimination when it comes to death. There's no discrimination when it comes to success. Like, life really is just random jumbled mess. And like it's really fucking tragic, and there's no fairness, but no one said there's fairness. You know what I mean? Like the world is just, it's fucking chaos, and I think that's just how it's meant to be, and it will never change. You know, it'll never be true fucking peace on earth because humans exist. It's a conundrum. Holy moly! Should we read that? I think we should read that. Hold on. Okay. Up until I was 9, I would I hate that word. Intermittently hear a voice in my head that was not my own. The voice was distinctly different to mine, always negative. It would self-criticize or urge me to do things I knew to be morally wrong. Wait, is that actual schizophrenia? He said psychosis, right? The most peculiar thing about the voice was that it took no effort on my behalf to produce. My own thoughts always felt like there was a process that required effort to bring them to the forefront of my mind. This voice appeared as though it was spoken by another. The sentences felt predetermined, like they had already been constructed. Wait, that's so interesting. Like, I've heard of, you know, people hearing voices in their head, but I've never heard someone explain it like this, because it's like, what is that really like? You don't know what it's like unless you experience it yourself. But the way he's describing it, like, it actually makes sense. And it's scary. Your own thoughts always felt like there was a process that required effort to putting them in the forefront of your mind. But the schizo voices were like just there, predetermined, like that's so scary. What the heck? There needs to be more research into that, dude. I remember very vividly at 9 years old becoming very frustrated with the voice. I stood in my backyard, internally screaming at the voice to be silent again and again, and it did. In a flash, it was silence to the point where my head felt like an empty room. I was then used to the quiet, and the voice never returned. It almost felt lonely in my head. Is this a true story? No way. He yelled at the voice and the voice just disappeared and never came back. Is that how you cure psychosis? Is that, huh? When I got older, I had intermittent bouts with auditory hallucinations where I'd hear perfect symphonies. That would be sick. Usually at night when drifting off to sleep. Dude, this story is unique. They were so clear that sounded like they were emanating from a radio in the corner of my room. I know they weren't there, but for some reason they never came with the feeling of fear. I also recall sitting on a bus at age 15 and hearing the sound of a crowded room with about 100 voices chattering away. I was the only person apart from the driver on the bus. That's really interesting where it just comes and goes now. But the symphony thing, every time I hear like a schizophrenic story, it's usually like voices, like a voice telling you to do something. But he was just hearing symphonies, perfect symphonies. Dude, that sounds insane. These experiences were always very brief and few and far between. My last hallucination was during an intense bout of psychosis in 2015. That was his first visual hallucination. I was walking down a pavement after jumping out of his mom's car at a crossroad. In a moment of frustration and distress with this condition, I was trying to run for myself. What appeared to be a homeless man with a dark complexion approached me and asked me what was wrong. I explained that I had been sick most of my life and I wasn't sure I had the strength to continue. He looked at me, smiled, and told me everything is going to be okay in the end. Ren. He knew his name. I had not told him my name. He knew his name. There's something so overpoweringly sincere about this very simple message, which brought with it an overwhelming feeling of inner peace, and in a flash, he vanished. What's that called? There's a word for that. It's something that hikers experience. Hikers that go climbing mountains, specifically, when you're on the brink of death, anyone can hallucinate, like extreme like situations where you're very extreme, like you're gonna die. And you're like out in the wild and like hiking up a cold mountain. I forget what the syndrome is called, but there's a syndrome where you hallucinate a person. Maybe you hallucinate a copy of yourself, a godlike being, and they're very hopeful and they encourage you and they tell you everything's going to be okay. What is that syndrome? There's a word for that. I learned about it recently. I didn't know there was a word for it, but there's a word for it. And that's what this sounds like. Maybe he was under very intense emotional distress, like he was saying, and that's what that hallucination could have been. Because it was comforting him. It wasn't like the schizophrenic one that's talking about immoral things and, you know, violent things. It's, I wonder, dude, it's very interesting. I want to know more of this. Like, I would love to see like a documentary behind the scenes or something, you know? My rational brain always linked these experiences to what the doctors have told me, that there are parts of my brain compromised by the autoimmunity in my body. It conflicts those two things. The myelin sheaths surround the complex electrical system that conduct my thoughts were damaged. Oh, so I know what he's talking about, compromise, causing these lucid experiences that I knew did not exist inside the physical world. That part of me, the part of me that edges away from logical and rational thought, always attributed these thoughts to some kind of otherworldly intervention that made my thoughts the battleground of some spiritual tug of war. I can see why you'd think that, though. If you're having like you're losing touch with reality and you're seeing like dreamlike things in real life, yeah, I can see how that could really mess with your head, man. For a long time, I never really acknowledged this part of myself, or with it brought the danger and stigma of sounding like a crazy person. I decided with my latest release, to the best of my ability, to capture and express this chess match of thought. That's very fucking cool, dude. Wow. So he never really told anyone about it until this moment. This was the moment. I don't think it's a crazy thing at all. I don't think it's a crazy thing at all. I mean, if you have a mental illness, you have a mental illness, and there's no like, oh, that's not real, that's not true. It's a real thing that people deal with every single day. But also, I think it's really interesting learning the other part. I mean, I know he has hallucinations. We're yapping a lot in this video. I'm sorry, you can skip if you want, but this is really interesting information for me. I don't know, the dude appearing and telling him everything's going to be okay. I feel like that's not the schizophrenia. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that could have been the emotional distress thing. I wanted to make this track one of the most honest and raw pieces I've made. I've stripped back just me and the guitar, probably the proudest works to date. Okay. Interesting. Guys, I'm not like super big on the song, but I love everything about the concept of it. The idea, like, that it's like a chess match and he wanted to bring it to life. The battle that he's had in him with all these years, he wanted to bring it to life. And he did. You know what? It was cool, but it was also like kind of scary, but I think that's the point of it. That's the point of it. But overall, like, as a listening experience, like, I can't see myself putting this on Spotify and just listening to this when I'm playing a game or something. It's more of like a Bjork kind of song where you just experience it, and you just accept it and you learn about it and you look into it kind of thing. You know, you don't really, just put it on just to vibe out to. You don't put it on to, you know, have a party or something. It's not really any of those type of songs. It's more of a song that's like, it's more for the art, which I love, because that's, you know, a lot of people don't like really tap into the arty side of music, and they make a lot of surface level things. So I like when there's things get more deep like this. Okay, but we're rating the song on how it sounds, but I can include some extra points for the concept. And I like that he made a comment in the comments, you know, explaining stuff too. That's really cool. Keep it elite, man. What will I rate this track? I'm going 8.5 down the middle. Like, we got to see a little bit of his singing, but I want to hear more of that singing too. But I also want to hear more of the raps too. There's like a spoken word bit in there as well. This was really interesting. It was definitely like a collection of art. So 8-5, because like the concept and the way he executed it, the way he brought it to life was really fucking cool. But also his guitar playing was badass, dude. I gotta say his guitar playing was fucking dope, dude. There's some good flows in there and everything. It was fun, but it's definitely more of an experience than something I'd put on repeat or whatever. So 8-5, very fucking cool. And if you guys want to see more, man, I'm down to check out some more of this guy. If not, like I said, I'll check out his stuff on my own time, maybe on stream. But 8-5, very dope, dude. Very dope.